Okay, so I feel like I'm back in Mexico for a little bit, and if you've been watching my channel, you know that I'm staying in La Zona Rosa here in Mexico City. So coming outside the Zona Rosa, I feel like I've just stepped back into Mexico. If you know anything about Mexico City, La Zona Rosa, Condesa, Roma Norte, they're all kind of a little bit different from the rest of Mexico City and from Mexico in general. So, but we're here. I wanted to come up to the Basilica de Guadalupe, take a look. It's one of the largest religious sites in the world, so should be really interesting. Okay, so walking up to the Basilica de Guadalupe now, we have these different stores, a couple different stores showing the different religious figures. Hola. ¿Está bien si grabo, si tomo una foto? ¿Puedo tomar una foto, grabar?
Sí, pero ahí nada más en el pasillo.
Ok, ¿dentro de la tienda?
No, dentro no. Solo ahí afuera, sí, para allá estamos caminando.
¿Pero dentro no me van a dejar?
Dentro no.
¿Por qué?
No se puede.
¿Por qué?
Me
Pueden
regaña-
ser famosos.
Me regaña el
Y
dueño.
todos los clientes van a venir aquí a esta tienda a comprar.
Sí.
Ricos, famosos, ¿no quieren ser? Alright, so they didn't want me to film inside their store, which is fine, but I'll just film. Me encanta tu sonrisa, muy bonita. Mucha gente viene acá para ir a la basílica. ¿Y qué tal tu día? ¿Cómo va? Más o menos. Ojalá pronto.
Pronto
Sí.
se arregla todo.
Sí, quería venir. He escuchado que es uno de los más grandes en el mundo.
Sí.
Y en unas fechas viene mucha gente. Okay, so she didn't want me filming inside the store, but I had a nice chat with her. They sell all different religious items, as you can see, not just the Virgen de Guadalupe. But she was saying that business was down because of the pandemic, which I guess it's pretty much everywhere. Business is down. If your business depends on tourism, they're not getting as many tourists as before, which it makes it kind of difficult for these guys. If most of their business comes from outside, from tourists. But she said that the visitors come from all over, not just Mexico, but all over the world. Vienen de todo el mundo, me estabas diciendo. De Colombia, los Estados Unidos.
Y de Puerto Rico,
España, Venezuela,
sí, de Venezuela.
Chile, Perú.
Pero la Virgen de Guadalupe es mexicano.
Ah, es mexicano.
Entonces, ¿por qué ellos vienen a conocer, a ver?
A conocer, exacto.
Es interesante. Como yo.
América para los americanos.
¿Y qué es América? ¿Qué es? ¿Es Estados Unidos?
Todo el continente americano.
Desde Argentina hasta
Desde-
Canadá.
Sí, desde Canadá hasta Uruguay, Sudamérica.
Todos somos americanos.
Exactamente.
Pero no me van a dejar.
Pásele ya.
No.
Pásele ya.
¿Sí está bien?
Sí, pásele. Nada más me invitas a participar ahí en tu cuenta
Claro.
para seguirte a ver cómo salimos.
Claro, se llama Colibri Travel.
¿Cómo?
Colibri, como el pajarito.
¿Colibrí?
Travel. Sí.
¿Colibrí dijo?
Colibri Travel.
Trouble.
Y suscríbete, dame un like.
¿Ese eres tú?
Sí.
Es que, bueno, hay de todo. Por ejemplo, así como pueden llevar pulseras, rosarios, a veces llevan muchos cuadros, bultos, o crucifijos que son estos.
Crucifijos, sí.
Todos estos cuadros son de paredes, igual los crucifijos que son estos. Hay de varios tamaños, entonces la gente a veces busca la adecuada para su hogar o su casa o para su negocio. O a veces también lo manejan, por ejemplo, para algún recuerdo,
Sí.
o algún regalo.
Sí.
Estos, por ejemplo, son rosarios.
Sí.
Sí, ahí voy.
No lo interrumpas, para dar una entrevista, lo digo.
Estos, por ejemplo, son bultos de sacuditas. Ese material es, por ejemplo, fibra de vidrio. Y el otro igual, también se maneja.
Fibra de vidrio
Fibra de vidrio, así se le llama. Y el otro es de resina. Se maneja de resina, de fibra de vidrio.
Wow.
Ah, ya, ahorita
Y esos son los otros crucifijos que son de diferentes materiales igual.
¿De madera o de,
Sí.
no, de todo?
Sí.
Metal.
Hay de metal, hay de resina igual. ¿Sí? Así es.
Y una pregunta, la Santa Muerte no vende nada de
No, aquí no se maneja nada de eso. A veces la gente, hay una tienda exclusiva de la pura Santa Muerte, que son las artes potenciales.
por aquí.
Sí,
¿está?
por aquí esta zona no la hay. Sí, hay una capilla para él, pero no lo ubico muy bien en dónde queda, pero yo sé que existe una capilla.
Sí la vendo, pero por pedido.
Ok.
Sobre pedido.
Tienes que pedir.
Exacto.
Sí. Claro, qué interesante. ¿Y tienes una opinión de la Santa Muerte? ¿Qué
Pues
opinas?
mucho respeto únicamente.
Perfecto, sí.
Sí, tengo personas que conozco que sí son muy devotos a la Santa Muerte, pero hasta ahí. Ya nosotros, bueno, para nosotros, nuestros padres, cómo nos inculcó es la Virgen de Guadalupe, el Señor Jesucristo, hasta ahí. Pero ya lo demás no conocemos de muchas otras, pero sí, así es. Y aquí en la Virgen de
Pero aquí
Guadalupe,
solo venden cosas católicas.
sí, así es.
Sí.
Todos son católicos.
Bonito.
Temporada desde el 11 al 12 de diciembre la gente busca mucho, los peregrinos buscan mucho los cuadros de la Virgen. ¿Qué haces?
Pues voy a conocer. Muchas gracias. Fue un gusto. Adiós.
Nos vemos.
Okay, so let's go. And then, so yeah, right in front of us, outside the store, they got all these, they have the, Salula! They have the Basilica. So let's go inside, take a look at the Basilica. Okay, so it's a really new church. There's another church in this site that's a lot older. Turn the camera around. I thought it was kind of to that side, but I guess it's the other side. And I guess down this way they have more of the religious articles that you can buy. But as you can probably tell from just looking at it, it's not that old. I think it just goes back to 1975, 1974, 1976, around there. But it was built to house one of the, like a tunic or a relic that the Virgen de Guadalupe appeared on. So it's a site of pilgrimage for a lot of people, and the lady in the store was telling me that the big date that most people come is in December, and just millions and millions of people, hundreds of thousands, I don't know the exact number, but a lot of people. It's one of the largest religious sites in the world, and a big devotional spot for people, for Mexicans coming to pay homage to the Virgen de Guadalupe. And they have a mass going on, so I guess I might have to wait till the mass ends to go inside, take a look. I guess just like if you're coming to Mexico City and you want to do a bit of tourism, but also something that's important to you, you'll come to the Basilica de Guadalupe. It looks like they were just finishing up a mass, and they're just about to do another mass, it looks like. So they probably just do mass after mass every day. We're not in one of the dates that's really important for the big in December, when there's just hundreds of thousands or just tons of people that come to the Basilica de Guadalupe here. But it's just an average day, and there aren't just droves and droves of people. Which turn the camera around a little bit so you can see. But there's a good amount of people still, you know, waiting to get into the 4 o'clock mass. And so I really wasn't expecting this many people, and to be this operational. I guess I was just kind of expecting like a normal church that you'll find wherever, that it's kind of open, they do a mass once a day. But here they're just doing mass after mass, it looks like. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in. It's pretty interesting to see, and it's really pretty church. I really like the modern design of the churches. I like the old churches and that design and that aesthetic and beauty. These really modern churches are really interesting to see and really pretty too.
Son gorditas
Esos
de la villa.
gorditas de la villa.
Tradicional.
Son populares aquí. ¿Por qué se venden aquí?
Son tradicionales.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué de aquí? ¿Por la basílica?
Por la basílica, ajá.
¿De qué son?
De maíz.
¿Son
Maíz
dulces?
Dulces, son dulces. ¿Quieres probar?
Ah, bueno. ¿Vienen solo? ¿No vienen con crema?
No, solo. Hay que hacer saliva. Salivita. Son secas.
Saben a panqueques.
Ajá. Ay. ¿De dónde eres? ¿Estados Unidos? No. Andas perdido por aquí.
¿Por qué?
Porque no vienen muchos gringuitos por acá.
No soy el típico gringuito.
¿No? ¿Entonces qué es usted?
Pues un gringo, pero un típico gringo, ¿no?
No.
No sé, puede ser.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Blake.
¿Rey? ¿Rey?
Blake, ¿y tú?
Yo, Julia.
Julia. Mucho gusto. Muchas
gusto.
gracias.
De nada, que te
Adiós.
vaya bien, bye.
Okay, so as most of you can probably imagine or already know, you don't need a car if you're coming to Mexico City. You just don't need a car. They have and it's actually better, of course. Turn the camera around, show you the mess that's in front of me. But it's actually better if you don't have a car, because you can avoid all the traffic, and it actually opens you up to extortion. I made a video about how I was coming into Mexico City. I was extorted pretty heavily. If you're it's just another layer of extortion that they can get you on. It's worse with foreign plated cars. My car has an Oregon plate, so it kind of draws a little bit more attention than like if you were to rent a car. But if you were to rent a car, I mean, maybe you might want to go to Teotihuacan, or you might want to drive over to Puebla. So it's not like totally don't get a car in Mexico City. I've actually found driving here has been a little bit better than Guadalajara. To me, it seems a little bit more organized and orderly than Guadalajara. Guadalajara can just be pretty chaotic. And other places in Mexico too can be pretty chaotic. And not that it can't be chaotic here in Mexico City, but I don't know, it just seemed a little bit more orderly here in Mexico City for whatever reason. Maybe it's because of the pandemic and there's not that much traffic still. But yeah, for the most part, I've been leaving the car at home. I took it out today. I actually had to jump start the car because I haven't been using the battery. And I just had to jump start it because the car had been sitting in the garage that long. And yeah, I have my car because I'm just drove down from the US a couple years ago, almost 3 years ago now, and I brought my dog with me, and so I have the car, and I have to have my car in Mexico City while I'm here in Mexico City. So I just wanted to mention that, just a little quick thing about driving. Thank you everybody for watching the video. Thank you for leaving a like and subscribing and doing all that, and a big thank you to my patrons. I really appreciate you guys, and to everybody who's made a one-time donation on the Square page, so I really appreciate it. I think that's going to be it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later. Bye bye.